welcome in to the Brookes Bench with your host, Brooke, aka Shiki, and my co-host, Megan.
What's up, everybody?
So Brooke is unfortunately sick, so she will not be here with us.
Yep.
So feel better, Brooke. I know she wanted to talk about some things, so but let's get into it. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. We did our 100 subscriber giveaway on the 25th yesterday, 6 p.m.
Yesterday.
Winner was contacted. We're working we're working those things out right now. But we just want to thank you guys for joining in on the giveaway. We appreciate your support. It doesn't go unnoticed. But yeah, hopefully maybe next giveaway is at a 500. That sounds like a good number. 500 subscribers?
A good number, yeah.
Okay, 500 subscriber giveaway. On the road to 500 subscribers, okay?
We like giveaways.
Yeah, it's fun. It keeps everyone engaged, you know?
Yeah.
But okay, let's head into the news. Not a lot of news today. Let's go first. AZ Fudd is out with a torn ACL.
Man, UConn just can't win. It's injuries every year.
Man, and it sucks because AZ Fudd has already torn both her ACLs before.
Yeah.
So it's just again, and man,
I don't think we're ever gonna see a season of them too. I mean, it's just not meant to be.
It sucks. It's just mental health wise. I'm hoping that, I know she has a good support system. So,
yeah.
And she's been through the recovery before, but I know, like, man, it's just like
ACL's
again.
Tough.
It's like again that happened to me again. So, hoping for a speedy recovery. And then some record breakers. We got Elizabeth Kitley became the first ACC player in the last 25 seasons to have 30 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 blocks in a game.
Killing it. Oh my gosh.
Beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful. And then Juju Watkins had her third 30-point game against Penn State, tying Lisa Leslie for the most by a freshman in school history. So, man, Juju, the next Lisa, but in a different position. No, that's gonna be cool. And then, lastly, to tie it in with the LSU drama, Angel Reese and Katori Poole were not with the team at the Cayman Island tournament. Honestly, I don't want to go too deep in this, but I just want your opinion, Meg. Do you think they should have a statement, or do you think what Kim Mulkey's doing, just saying it's under wraps, I'm not giving you anything, is the way to go?
No, I think because social media is running away with it, and there's so many different reasons. There's so many different, like, I don't know. I wouldn't want other people to speak for what's going on. I'd rather it come from the organization saying, like, hey, this is what's going on. We're taking care of it internally, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Especially if it's not something so deep and serious, because, man, this story is definitely gone all over
so many ways.
Yeah.
I feel like people are exaggerating it and making it more than it is, or
and we gotta remember, these are college students. Like, they gotta focus on being an athlete, being like an academic student. Like,
it's a lot.
I mean, all of this is affecting. I know it's affecting Angel Reese. I mean, she's a face of different things with NIL, and this is causing some backlash. I know with her. I know she was struggling with already not being able to go to class. Exactly. There's just so much.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go on, but
I mean, I guess just stay tuned to see what happens next. But yeah, let's not spend too much time on that.
Yeah.
Let's get into the week 3 college. Women's college basketball. So going over the top 25 rankings from week 3. So some new names of the poll. We got Kansas State at 16, Mississippi State at 25.
Yeah.
Then we got some good big risers. We got Baylor up 7 spots, so 21-14. NC State up 4 spots, 15-11, which they're probably going to be going up again this next poll for week 4. And then Oklahoma up 3 spots, 25-22. Some of our biggest fallers: Utah down 6 spots, 4-10. And then Tennessee down 4 spots, 15-19. But I mean, we're going to be going over it, but NC State upset Colorado. So I think they're going to be headed up in the polls. NC State's tough. I'm liking it.
So drop that Pac-12 down a little.
Yes, we'll have to see. But let's get into the recap. So let's start with the upsets of the week, just because, I mean, those are the most fun, right? So we got Princeton defeats Oklahoma. And me and Meg were talking about this. Princeton in the tournament last year, I believe they upset Utah. I might be tripping, but
they had a few upsets.
Yeah, they did pretty good. And I think they're underrated. They're led by Madison St. Rose, 26 points, 4 rebounds, and Caitlin Chen, 20 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals.
Yeah.
Alabama defeats Louisville. Man, I haven't heard about Louisville a lot. And you know why? For me, I used to follow Louisville because Haley Van Lith was there.
Yeah.
Haven't really followed them since, honestly. But Alabama beat them 78-73, led by Sarah Barker, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. And then Jessica Timmons, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. I haven't really heard, has Alabama been ranked before? And do we think they're
I
going to
don't
be in
think
the top
this year.
25? Yeah, right? Not this year,
I
right?
don't know. I don't know.
I,
And we have to watch Louisville this year
I
to
know.
see. I'll have to catch a game because I'm
Yeah, they
not really
lost
sure on
quite a
that
lot of
one.
people too. So,
Hmm.
over to NC State, number 10 defeats Colorado 78 to
This is a
60.
big one.
Yeah, led by River Baldwin, 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I mean, Jalen Sherrod, I feel like she's having a great year, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, but
Yeah.
wasn't enough to defeat NC State. But man, NC State, they're kind of reminding me of how Ole Miss made the run, a little run in the tournament. Now NC State's
Yeah.
making a little run in the season. So it's exciting. I remember, back in the day when NC State was actually, a number 1 seed. So
Right.
it's cool that they're coming back a little.
Yeah. And Colorado's tough to beat. We
Mm-hmm.
already said, we say it every video how scrappy they are. So
Mm-hmm.
beating them, that's good. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but I
good.
feel like Colorado and NC State are pretty similar in that
Yeah.
aspect.
Hmm.
So I know Brooks heartbroken out there, but yeah.
Yeah.
This one was weird. Green Bay defeats Washington State 59-48. They were led by Maddie Schreiber, 12 points, 3 rebounds, and Bailey Butler, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Man, honestly, I didn't really expect much from Washington State this year. Anyways, I think in the beginning I said that I was surprised they made the top 25 in general.
Hmm.
So obviously they'll probably be out of the top 25. Speaking of that, we were right. We called the Maryland dropping out of top 25 last
Yeah.
video. So we saw that one kind of coming.
They're gonna struggle this year, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little rough. And then Florida Gulf Coast upsets North Carolina 65-64. They're big. Florida Gulf Coast big hit like not last second. There's still some time on the clock. A little
Hmm.
jumper.
Nice
That
little
put them up
jumper.
64-65. I mean 65-64. And actually right now Iowa, as we're recording, Iowa is playing Kansas State for the rematch. So I wish we were watching right now, but we'll probably catch the end of it to see what happens. Let's go over some big matchups of the week that we're going to talk about. Kansas State 16 defeated North Carolina 18. Man, North Carolina was a rough tournament, huh? No, honestly. So basically, led by Serena Sundale, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and then again, Ayoka Lee, 14 points, 12 rebounds. I feel like she wasn't talked about enough coming into the season. A lot of players
Mhm.
weren't talked about enough, I think, coming into the season.
Yeah.
So it's exciting to see that. I'm excited to see if she potentially declares for the draft as well. And then Deja Kelly for North Carolina, 14 points, 5 steals. Still not enough to beat Kansas State, but Kansas State underrated. I think they're underrated. Indiana 21 defeats Tennessee 19, and I'm just going to talk about it because I know Tennessee is missing Rakia Jackson.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
She's still
Main
out.
scorer. Come
Exactly. And Mackenzie Holmes 17.6 rebounds. I don't know. I don't really watch Indiana that much, but I mean, I feel like she's not having the best season. I mean, they
No,
projected her
I
as an
think this was one of her
All-American.
better games.
Yeah, exactly. They
So,
projected her as an All-American, in the preseason. So,
yeah.
But hey, like I said at the beginning, Indiana doesn't look as good as when they had a Grace Burger.
But things will change once conference play starts.
Mm-hmm.
Everything changes then. It goes up a level. So
And then we got UCLA number 2 defeats UConn number 6. You guys were both wrong, and I told you that UConn was not going to upset UCLA. So, and especially after losing AZ Fudd, UConn's going to struggle. I wonder where they're going to drop to in the rankings, honestly, with that news. But Kiki Rice, man,
yeah,
she has improved a
looking
lot.
nice.
She is looking good, and then Charisma Osborne obviously is good. But man, that duo right there, and then Betts, obviously Lauren Betts. She's, oh my God, 6'7" in the paint.
Yeah.
Unstoppable, honestly. But let's talk about it. Paige Becker's 31 points, three rebounds, 3 assists.
She's gonna get hers.
But I feel like
now
it's gonna
who
be,
else can step up.
yeah, I feel like that's gonna be her stat line the whole entire season now. Just 30 points, trying to get it done for the team. But you're right. Who's gonna step up? Aubrey Griffin's a good name. Aaliyah Edwards.
Well, yeah, I feel like she's got to just be there every night.
Yeah.
But I think if anyone's going to step up who's already been showing some is Griffin.
Yeah. Over to Stanford 4 defeats Florida State 13, 100 to 88. I'm sorry. It's Kiki Urifin. I think I said it right. Honestly, I saw her play. Don't remember a lot of her last year, but she looks great. 30 points, 17 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. And then obviously Cameron Brake, 19 points, 9 rebounds, 6
Did
blocks.
you picture Stanford being here?
No. Okay.
Like doing so well?
No, we can I already said it. I said it in the beginning that I didn't think Stanford was gonna be that good. But hey, they look good. Let's give them their due.
Believer. We gotta catch a live game soon.
I know, we gotta go out there with Brooke and go see them. Oh yeah, the USC versus Stanford game. That's gonna be good. But yeah, Cameron Brink's having a great season. But we always like Cameron Brink. She's a great athlete. Yeah. And then Tanaya Latson for Florida State obviously holds them down every night. 23 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 steals. And then over to our last game, Tennessee 19 defeats Oklahoma 22, 76 to 73. I think Oklahoma. You think they're gonna drop out of this ranking, out of the top 25?
Probably.
I think they are. They got upset by Princeton, so they'll probably be out. I wonder who's going to be new then. Honestly, they should put Princeton in there. Put Princeton at 25. No, that'd be crazy. But yeah, Tennessee, like I said, missing Rakia Jackson, so we're gonna see who steps up. Jasmine Powell, 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And then the last big game that we wanted to talk about was the Iowa Kansas State game, but it's going on right now, so we can't tell you about it, but I'm sure it's great. Honestly, do you think Kansas State sweeps them? Not sweeps them, but goes back to back?
There's a chance, but I think Caitlin Clark will show up tonight.
Yeah, I want to talk about that because when Kansas State was unranked and they beat Iowa, Iowa only dropped a couple spaces, which was unusual. Oh, they dropped 3. But yeah, I'm curious to see the shakeup, especially with UConn, how far they're going to drop UConn in the top 25. Yeah. But okay, lastly, I want to talk about it because I feel like it's something to talk about. Close calls of the week. Games that were won, by like 5 or less points, and you were ranked and you lost to an unranked, or you won, but it was against an unranked opponent. USC barely beats Penn State 71 to 70, but thank God for Juju, 31 points. Then we had Mississippi.
We got to know that majority of their games, I feel like, might be close like this.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I agree.
Good for them, though, for pulling it out.
Yeah. Mississippi State 23 narrowly defeats Massachusetts 81 to 78. That's a close one. I'm sorry. Who did Mississippi State beat to get into the top 25? Do you remember? Because I'm curious now. But anyway, North Carolina 18 narrowly defeats Vermont 54 to 51. Yeah, I think North Carolina is going to be dropping in this ranking. We've talked about them 3 times. One was an upset. One was barely beating Vermont. Yeah. So that's going to be a little rough. But obviously, Jason Kelly's always on the stat sheets. So, man, someone else needs to step up with her. And then Virginia Tech, number 9, barely defeats Kansas 59 to 58. Game, that was a crazy game. That was one of those, really nervous. But Liz Kitley, 31 points, 18 rebounds, and 5 blocks. And then Georgia Amore, 14.7 assists. But for Kansas, Samaya Nichols, 13 points, 3 rebounds. And she really held it out for them. She had a game. Yeah, but the only thing was she got in that foul trouble. So that's what kind of hurt her a little bit. And then lastly, this one really surprised me. LSU 7 barely beats Virginia 76 to 73. But Anissa Morrow went off.
Anissa Morrow.
37 points, 16 rebounds, and Flau'jae Johnson, 15 rebounds, 6 points. I kind of want to talk about that. Why was Anissa Morrow coming off the bench? Was that a little weird to you?
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with her. It's something with her and the coach. That's all I can say. I think it has to be.
Because obviously she's talented. Because
I know she likes to, do her own thing. Like whenever she gets the ball, 9 times out of 10, she's going to try to, score.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's an issue. I don't know if she's still trying to find the rotation that gels.
Yeah.
But with all that drama going on over there, who knows?
Yeah, that's true. But okay, let's talk about the upcoming matchups for week 4 that we're looking out. We got Notre Dame number 17 versus Tennessee number 19, Louisville 20 versus Ole Miss 24, South Carolina 1 versus North Carolina 18, This is the big one. Virginia Tech 9 versus LSU 7.
Yeah.
I feel like that is going to be a crazy game. We're going to have to tune into that one for sure. And then we got UConn 6 versus Texas 12, and then Ohio State 15 versus Tennessee 19.
Good games.
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, well, UConn will probably drop in the rankings, so I can't say Texas is going to upset UConn, but who knows? Maybe. I think Texas wins that game though. What do you think? You still
I don't
think
know.
UConn?
It's hard for me to go against UConn. It's hard.
Man, but losing AC Fudd, that's
It's
hard.
hard for me, man. But Virginia Tech LSU, that's going to be a good game. I'm definitely going to try to tune in for that one. And then Ohio State and Tennessee could be a good game, especially if Rakia Jackson's out again.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, that is true. Would you say Virginia Tech beats LSU?
Yeah, I think they're gelling right now. And with LSU, like I said, drama can translate onto the court. And, you know, these past couple games, LSU's been playing these unranked, you know, not put together teams, kind of, you know, and they've been a little close and they're missing Angel Reese. Katori Poole wasn't really playing too much this year so far, but I don't know. You know, Virginia Tech's gelling.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think it's going to be a very close game. Obviously, I'm a Virginia Tech fan just because of Georgia Amore. And
so you're going Virginia Tech as well?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I have to because
it's on the record.
I mean, Virginia Tech makes me nervous, though. I've seen them play good games and I've seen them play bad games. So they make me a little nervous. So, but yeah, I have to stick to my guns. But let us know if you guys have any upsets of the week for week 4. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. We appreciate your guys' support. But yeah, we'll be back next week for another recap. Peace.